Oloram, Jate Tur, Balasukoi, Nervore. Welcome to season 3, episode 9 of the Way of the Mandalore Religious Movement podcast. We really need to get an actual title or name for this podcast instead of just saying out the Way of the Mandalore podcast. Like Talon's got over a cup of Cov. So, going with what we were talking about last session, today is still covering.
We could just
Tenet
call it
6.
Under the Helm if you want.
Do what?
Call it Under the Helm.
We could do that. That actually sounds really good. And why is my camera not showing?
Holy shit, I named something awesome. Fuck yeah, Kobe, I'm on a roll.
I approve.
Oh God, we gave him gunpowder.
Well, I agree with the name Under the Helm. Should
There
also
we go.
have
Had to take the display
it
capture
somewhere
off.
as being like Keepers of the Way.
Under the Helm with the Keepers? Keepers
That's
under
not
the
bad.
helm?
Could do that one, yeah. We'll take some naming ideas, run a poll in the Discord, and
Right.
see what people like. And for those listening in, if you wish to have a say in that, join the Discord and from the link tree.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, which reminds me, I still need to get with you, Kadale, in regards to
The
setting up
transitions.
the special
Yeah.
commands.
And by the way, Zal, again, thank you for that Discord link on the chat thing. It's great.
The React links is what he's talking about. I gave it to him and he's been using it on his streams.
Oh, for the chat, the little reaction
Yeah.
things. Oh, right.
It's great. It seems like I'm not talking to myself and actually shows who's talking. Even though I
Right.
can't see names.
Oh no, these are just the voices in your head. You're completely alone.
Well, the voices in my head now have images to go along with
These
them.
are the voices in my head.
This is the song that never
No!
ends.
Hey!
This is the way you
Small
lose
world
the
after
game.
all.
Today's podcast is brought to you by the letters A,
You know
D,
what?
E.
You all lost the game.
I made you lose
Oh,
the
you
game first.
What is this
Yeah.
game everybody's talking about? Like, am I
You know
living under a
exactly
rock?
what that doesn't work. You know exactly what we're
He
talking
might
about.
he might not.
He's Canadian.
Kanokistan might not have the game. So basically, anytime someone, it's not an actual game. It's just something called the game. And when anyone mentions it or makes you think about
of
it,
it.
you lose. It's
Okay.
an unwinnable situation.
Oh no, I won. I had
Like,
a.
No, you don't win. You just have stretches of time where you don't think about it.
I had this. You know how the birthday cards that make noise.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had one. Yeah, I had one that was the noise from Final Fantasy, the "you win" noise. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
that is actually my brother's ringtone.
Yeah, so I put it all over the house. Like you open I rigged it to like the cabinet door and to the toilet seat.
Oh, good
and
lord.
all over the house. I won a lot.
Shabu here. But yeah, so that's basically what that is, and Kando regularly loses it almost on a daily basis now.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
guarantee you, Lannis is going to show
I
up
know.
in the chat and say it again. Lannister Firebug, or maybe both of them, and then they'll go into the Rickroll.
I actually sent you a Rickroll on TikTok the other day. I don't know if you saw that.
I've seen it before. You're not getting me. What'd you think of my game, by the way? The one I sent where the guy's talking about parallel lines being
that was actually a really good one, and that's how you lost the game. Yeah, that was a good one.
I went through that whole thing thinking, oh, this is actually interesting. Then he said that, I'm going, oh, God.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, it got me too.
I made sure to share it with everyone.
Speaking of game, I had a Nintendo 64 that my brother was trying to fix for me. He could not fix it, so he just bought me a new one. I love that he has disposable income because he doesn't have children.
God, I wish I had that.
Like,
I have a semi-disposable income, but I'm trying to use that on other debt to get it paid off
3D
now. You know,
printer.
that nice little
What
snowball
is this
effect.
disposable income y'all speak of?
yeah, you're serving.
I know,
I
right?
wish I could donate to a
Oh,
GoFundMe
Zell,
for you.
I do have some
You
news
make
for you. I don't
nothing.
know if you've seen or not, but the House is trying to push through a bill to raise lower enlisted base
Oh yes,
base
I'm
pay.
I'm aware. I'm aware of the base pay increase for the lower enlisted is
It's supposed to be like a
in the works.
14.5% increase.
Oh man.
It's supposed to bring you up to like a McDonald's wage pay now.
Is that...
And that would
What
be
is-
at an E1
Yeah.
that is...
and an E3.
Well, no, all
Yeah.
of lower enlisted, not just E1. All enlisted
I
are
know.
getting a raise, but it's not.
Uh,
That 14 is going to the lowest paid one. Everyone else is getting like an incremental percentage of it, or lower percentage of it. Like E5 up, I think is getting like a 5%. So E1 to E3 is getting the majority of that 14.
Nice.
yeah, which would be nice.
You guys deserve it.
Yeah, so topic for this podcast is still Tenet 6, which is training your mind and body, physically and mental training. So we're going to go over again the types of games that we play or any kind of physical exercises that we do. And just to start off, I'll just go into my little game folder on my phone. And some of the things I've got is, I do have some idle games too, but I also have games that require some brain power to it, like the Emoji Blitz, like the Match 3 games, the Marvel Snap, where you have to strategically think where you're going to put the character cards so you can capture those zones. I've got the like crafting idle clicker, tower defense games where you gotta plan out where you're gonna put your defenses. Oh, I thought I had some more. I may have just not put them in there, but I've got that hex game where you have to strategically put your basically it's kind of like Pogs, where you put a stack of hexes, and if you put another same color around it, those two will combine, and eventually you'll get to a point where you've got layered colors that you have to separate out.
Dude, I forgot about Pogs till you mentioned it.
Just like you forgot about the game.
Come on.
It's been 10 minutes too.
Derek did it not too long ago too.
Oh, Derek's in your chat.
Yeah, along with Karam.
Who?
Karam, why aren't you in the Discord, man? Come on.
real quick, because of the day of this recording, I would just like to say, Jate Burir, uh,
It's Bricase Bootier Tier. Bootier Tour.
Karam's coming.
Ah, okay. So Bricase is happy in Mondoa, and then you got Bouyer and Tor. Dirge, I don't know if you're talking or if it's just the robots have come for you.
Background noise.
Oh, let me fix that. Sorry, I didn't know you could pick that up.
Your ham radio is picking up the mothership.
I mean, why did you have to expose me like that?
So I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I'm sorry.
I haven't felt this exposed since the last time, like, me and Father O'Leary hung out, but hey, that part in my hair is going to be really good.
That's okay. We'll just do a reverse exorcism on you. Tell the priest to get out of the kid.
Well, that's an edit right there. My bad, guys.
What dad jokes do y'all know? I mean, it is Father's Day, so let's put some dad jokes out there.
You know that they had? Did you know they had to change the name of Alderaan?
Aldergon?
All but gone. All but gone.
Yeah, I saw that one this morning actually.
No,
Hello, Kareem.
I have a cheesy pickup line that I taught my kid for you guys.
What did you, oh my god. What?
So, darling, did you fall from heaven? Because so did Lucifer.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
That's wrong, but it's
Okay.
good. I like that one.
That's
I
my
mean, just for,
dad level
you know-
cheesy.
Now, do you know when a joke becomes a dad joke?
When it becomes
damn you,
apparent.
Kadali.
Yes.
I was just about to do that one.
Yes. Beats out to it.
What time is it when Godzilla sits on your watch?
Time to get a new watch.
Exactly.
Time to tell Godzilla to get the fuck off of me.
I don't think you'd be telling Godzilla anything at that point.
Yeah, if he sits on your watch, he's gonna be sitting on more than just your watch.
Yep.
Unless you were lucky enough to get the watch off your wrist first while you were running the hell away. So, what other games do you guys play to strengthen your mind? Or even if you do just something like Sudoku or crosswords?
I play a lot of strategy games like Civilization, Civ. I go old school Civ 3 or Civ 6. I do Battle Sim. Mech Warrior is my favorite in that kind of game. And then Horde Defense, I play 7 Days to Die for my picks in that. And, Fallout and the other one-player games that I've got.
I think I spelled that right
Oh.
on the Twitch.
You guys have got to try The Long Dark, by the way.
I don't have money for that. Between
I think I played it when it was on like Xbox Early Access.
Game Pass or something.
No, it was in like beta.
Gotcha.
Which game?
The Long
The
Dark,
Long
I
Dark.
think.
It's got a 91% all-time, 87% recent.
That's not
The expensive version is what? The complete collection is $34.99. Oh, and then the Quiet Apocalypse bundle. The whole thing is $30.57. So like $65 for all of it, I believe. for everything, including every DLC and all that, but it goes on sale all the time. But it's just, there's no zombies, it's you, the elements, and nature, and that's it.
Hando, I just tuned in on your Twitch. I think you made me a mod for it.
Yes. Don't make me regret it. Most likely I'm going to.
Wait, Kando's on Twitch now too?
No, TikTok.
Yeah, you didn't say Twitch.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry, my bad.
But yes, I am on Twitch, but I haven't streamed there long.
No, it's just me streaming on Twitch right now. So, seeing as I'm on Kando's TikTok, what do you? I see. I don't know who's actually still there or not, but any of y'all, what do you guys do to strengthen your body and mind?
From the looks of it, it's only you and Karam.
If
Well, I saw Keith Moan was in there at one time. Didn't know if he still was. Dirge, what about you? What do you do?
Well, I mean, as I discussed in the last one, I've just been kind of going over some like philosophy and some old dueling manuals and that kind of stuff. Nothing super fun. As far as gaming, I don't know if the games I play can really be considered anything really like that at the moment. So,
I mean, it does work. If they work your brain, then yeah. I mean, it's hard to fit Destiny in there, but the jumping puzzles and there's a lot of stuff in there that can work your brain.
Well,
The mechanics.
the first-person shooters have been proven, all video games, not just first-person shooters, but they have been proven to improve hand-eye coordination.
I mean, fair enough.
And memory.
Right, especially Destiny on that one. Holy crap.
You got to think about it. Do you think what button you're pressing when you move, when you jump, when you shoot?
Right, no, that goes into muscle memory.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but I guess like I don't know. I guess on a baser level, I'll agree with that. But yeah, it's just like I said, more just kind of what I've mentioned before. Nothing super exciting.
Right.
Sometimes we could do a little thought, like kind of a thought
Right.
experiment, which is you think of a scenario and then you figure a way out of it, like 10,000 different ways.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 Ways to Die?
Oh, that
Kinda.
went south so fast.
Well, I'm more referring to that game.
I was thinking the movie.
Oh,
Dying
10,000
by
ways
that
to
block
die in
of
the rain.
ice. That was rough. Ooh.
Yeah. I do like the idea of hollow points with venom in them. That's just nasty.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah. Especially something like rattlesnake because it's necrotic. Literally add necrotic damage to your bullets.
Gonna turn it into a osteostriga or a
Just hope
thorn.
that I think the only problem you have with that is this temperature.
What was that,
It's a
Kando?
good thing that I don't have access. Like, I was looking online. Apparently, in Michigan, you can't get CS gas, but you can get it shipped from Amazon to other states.
Good lord.
Like, you can get it shipped to Ohio and stuff, but you can't get CS gas shipped to Michigan. I was so disappointed. ADD. What do we do for physical fitness? I walk every day.
I
walk.
do a shitload of walking myself. Mostly just at work, but walking is still walking. I still get a
Yeah.
lot of steps.
Yeah, you get your steps in. I walk a mile every day to work. Then I lift heavy things all day at work, and I do math all day at work. And it's working. I like it. I just eat less, and I'm starting to. I haven't been on a scale yet, but my clothes are looser. Like I have a lot of room in my shirts now, and I used to not.
I don't. But I hate to say it, but my pants and shorts are elastic. They're
Oh,
stretchy pants.
I got a stretchy belt so I can keep my pants up now.
Most of the time, mine stay up pretty decently. It's just something that I wear underneath the coveralls, my onesie coverall that I wear at work,
Right.
which is what keeps me clean because, like y'all know, I work in recycling, and
Yo,
the stuff that I work with, the customer requires it to be so clean, so pure, that we actually have to go into the shredder and our baler to do a deep clean on it every day before we start running it. So
Damn.
I actually have to low crawl underneath the shredder hammers, the teeth, the stuff that actually shreds the material.
yep.
And I have to basically be a dentist for this machine, and I just pick all sorts of material out of it. I'll take a air compressor hose up there with me and just spray it out and get it as clean as I possibly can. And we
used
do
to
the
do
same
that.
thing with the baler.
We used to do that at Padnos at the recycling center that I worked at.
Oh, who was
And
it last time that mentioned GPI? Was that you, West, or was that
it
Talon?
might have been. No,
Uh,
no. I think we got on GPI. I don't remember how.
Because we were talking about the materials that I work with that we get into the
Mhm.
plant, and GPI
Yeah,
is
that's
where we
right.
get our. We actually get a little bit from them. We got WPC rolls, and I think that's a. What is that? I think that's Poly Cup. Basically, think like solo cups. I think that's the material.
Yep. No, not
Something
Solo
like that.
Cup. Dixie Cup.
Yeah,
Like fast food cup.
Mm.
It's that
yeah.
wax,
That is that material.
waterproof, hydrophobic stuff.
Yeah, so we're just a storage for that. We don't actually chop and shred any of that up that I'm aware of. I actually saw one of those rolls said graphic packaging on it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we do get some more stuff from them than what I thought.
No, we your shredding story, we did that in a car shredder, so the teeth were those hammers are a lot bigger. We'd have
Right.
to pull out big old chunks, anything that would go through. I was running it one day and they didn't drain the gas tank out of this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it blew up and I almost hoist my pants.
I actually had a small. It was a flameless fire. It was very, very beginning stages still. It was just embers. But we had a piece of material inside the clamp forklift that I was using Saturday. And I was smelling the smoke. I was like, what is that? I was like, I know that smoke, but I don't see anything around me. And sure enough, I had to go outside anyways because I was taking a trash bale out because we had just ran our film trash and hangers through the baler. And I smelled it at that point. I was like, well, I'm going outside. I'm going to pop the hood up on this. Sure enough, I dropped the bale off. I popped the hood up, and I see smoke just coming, a little bit of smoke coming up from underneath the, down by the belly pan. So I looked down. I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. There's a little cutout of where the embers have started chewing away at the material. So I quickly as I could and safely, I was already outside, so I go up from one side of the plant to the other, because that's where our water hose is. and I'd spray it down about every 15 minutes. I'd come back and spray it down again because this was getting close to the end of my shift. And I really didn't want to stay there for 3 hours for a fire watch. So I made
Right.
as damn sure as I could that it was out. So I could bring the machine back in and go home. And instead of sending it as a text message to my boss, and my plant manager is my boss because I'm supervisor level. So instead of sending a text message to the group chats, I just called my boss. Was like, "Hey, this is what happened." I didn't want to send it as a text to scare anybody. I'd call you instead, kind of thing. Everything's under control. It wasn't a inferno.
I had some smoldering embers. I doused it.
Right. Exactly. I inspected the area around where I was working when I smelled it. All I could smell was trash, no smoke. And everything was alright, so, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't catch your building on fire. A couple of years ago when I started, I watched my operator catch my machine on fire. That was great.
Well, apparently we've had 2, maybe 3 3 times the extinguishers have gone off. 2 of them were because of lithium-ion batteries that somehow made it into bales and didn't get separated out when we broke it apart. The first one apparently was about 3 months before I started. And it goes up into the shredder, and by the time it gets all the way up to the top of the belt, about to dump in, is where it actually exploded and caught fire, causing the sprinklers above it to do their job, and they'd actually put it out. The second one was back in August of 23, so almost a year ago now, where we had another lithium-ion battery, or that's what we were assuming it was, because we couldn't actually find anything else in the area that could start it. And this was over actually in our OCC pile, our cardboard pile. So that one could have been way worse than it was.
Yeah, lithium-ion batteries, when they ignite, it's very fast.
Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third time the sprinklers went off was because the way the sprinkler head was oriented underneath the shredder belt, we would drive the forklifts underneath the belt to grab the bales, because the way the machines are oriented, the shredder infeed belt goes over the bale ejection line. Like, the bales will push themselves out and go underneath this belt. Well, normally we don't pull but maybe 2 bales into that line so that we don't go underneath this water line. Well, someone thought they could fit, and instead they pushed that water pipe up into the belly pan of the shredder belt, and it broke the mercury glass. So there was no actual fire, but because of pressure, it still broke that.
Yeah, it broke the sprinkler open.
Right. So I come in that day, and I just see a moat built out of cardboard bales around this area, and it's just fucking soaked.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
sure enough, that's what they told me had happened.
We had a couple of floods. We'll have guys leaving water on in the machines because you got to use water all day. You're printing. You got to wash your print plates and do all
Right.
that.
Now, the one thing we're trying to get put in is a mister system so that it just mists above the OCC pile, the cardboard pile. Sorry, I remember some people won't know what OCC stands for or what it is.
To my knowledge, there has not been an actual fire at my warehouse. But the last time the sprinklers were active, we had a Hatoon, because I can't call him by his nickname. He was driving with his forks way too high
I knew
and
that's what was going to be.
smacked one of these sprinklers and set them off warehouse-wide.
Now, as to like water events, we've had quite a few. Like even my boss is guilty of running into a water pipe, which is so inappropriately placed.
This guy got to keep his job and did it 2 more times.
Oh shit!
And got fired for drug test.
Of course he did.
I mean that does fit the pattern there.
They never took him off equipment. They should have.
That's usually the way it goes at most places. Is you will get taken off of equipment for minimum 24 hours and have to go through a recertification.
Yeah, they didn't bother when I wasn't paying attention and went left instead of right with my fucking high-low.
Ooh.
And yeah, I bumped the guardrail. Oops. My bad. But they didn't play around because they're trying to be super safe now.
Right. There was only one time where I actually had to go through a recertification, and it wasn't actually even my fault. They couldn't decide who was at fault, so they just had both of us go through recertification. And what had happened was a order picker, cherry picker, was coming down the main. No, let's see who. Yeah, he was coming down through the split, and I was going down the aisle. So, to think about it, I know you guys can't see the camera, so I'm going to try to describe as best as I can. But the place had, like, easily 100 aisles or more, and those were split into 3 sections with a drive lane going through as the split. So we couldn't figure out who had the right-of-way, the guy who was going down the storage lane or the guy that was going through the cut-throughs. And I was the one that got T-boned. Like, he smacked into the side of my reach truck with his order picker, not me smacking into him.
Yeah, it sucks.
So they took both of us off the lifts for 24 hours and had us go back through retraining. Pretty much, we've actually pretty much stayed kinda on topic for the most part for the last half hour, so kind of proud of ourselves there.
A little bit.
Now, language, I don't know what we want to talk about there. I know we did a little bit of lesson language at the beginning when we were talking about how to say Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day, which is Bricase Bouillir Tour. But other than that, I really don't know what to...
Hey, Zel, do you have anything you've been working on language-wise? Like learning how to say, or...
He is muted at the moment, so I don't know if he's actually there.
I figured it would.
The roommate might be,
Obnoxious.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm still really shaky with the language itself, so... I don't know, I got nothing.
Well, what do you want to hear or find out how to say?
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice just popped in my head. Not that, though.
Get to the chopper!
No, who is your daddy and what does he do?
Okay, let's see if I can do that.
Yeah, might as well have fun with it. Although I guess we'll have to, like, make an extrapolation for the, like, for daddy, it would be parent.
Okay, so Meg, M-E-G, is which, what, that, or who? So when you say who or what, it's the same word, Meg, M-E-G. So let's open another window here. Should have known Courier is.
Part of training our bodies and minds is properly fueling them.
Not
You guys staying away from the junk food?
50-50.
It's about 3 feet away from me. Does that count?
Maybe put it outside in the trash can?
Nope. I love my gummy worms.
Saying that says the guy that has his hand on a case of Coke. But it's at least pure cane sugar from Mexico.
Hawaii. Oh, wrong commercial.
Not me opening up a can of Code Red Mountain Dew.
Not me with a frickin' Big K orange soda at my feet.
I've been back on the sugars a lot. I did treat myself for yesterday with some Star Wars Oreos. They made, side note, they made Mace Windu look evil as hell.
The commercial for those Oreos is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
I've yet to see it. I'll have to YouTube it.
It's amazing.
If we could like fluke out and one get red and one get blue, but we both got blue.
Okay, so we don't have a word for does.
Yeah, diet-wise, yeah, but staying away from the excessive sugar for the most part, other than the odd treat. Literally, like, every couple of weeks or so.
Good.
A little bit, yeah. For the most part, yeah. What are you doing dietarily?
Kando, are you over there playing Valheim already?
I am.
What are you playing? I hear something music on your background, but I can't figure out what it is.
I may have pulled it up. I didn't realize I was going through.
I'm on a chili kick. I've been eating lots of, nice lean venison with real lean burger mixed in my chili. Like 97 or 93.7, I think, is what it was. So real low fat content, and then just a bunch of beans, and it's just pure protein and vitamin C. It's delicious.
Okay, what is action?
And it's good for you. So I've been doing that like at least once a month. I've been staying away from the easy stuff that you can just throw in the oven. Like trying to stay away from the processed stuff. Eating more home cooked meals instead of, I can throw this in the oven real quick, or I can microwave. Staying away from stuff like that.
I have a question for you on that one. Have you noticed now when you do go up for like the easy meal or like the heavily processed stuff, it just doesn't taste good anymore?
Yeah.
Right?
Like I tried a Nutter Butter the other day. Like we got Nutter Butters for like we got in a big pack for lunches and stuff at work, and it doesn't taste as good as the Nature Valley peanut butter biscuits.
Fair, yeah.
They're just, it's a cookie, and the peanut butter biscuit thing isn't.
Put the cookie down.
That reminds me, I need to get some of those chew bars. Those were always good.
The chewy bars, they're all sugar. Stay away from them.
I'm a fat kid at heart, okay?
Well, I'm a fat kid in the mirror, so I try to stay away from all of them.
My current practical value is to prop myself up at the top of a hill or stairway and then just curl into a ball and roll down. I also want to start
I like that.
Didn't realize how much weight I had put on until I shaved my beard. I got like 2 chins going on when I lean back.
It just gives something for the chin strap to
You
grab onto.
mean
It's
like
okay.
this, Kando? What? Look at the TikTok, the Twitch.
Yeah, this is why I refuse to shave the beard, because I can feel the double. I'm not quite B-word fat, where you say a B word and you can tell that the person is fat. Like, hey, Bubba. Like, I can still say Bubba and not have it sound weird.
I'm thinking about embracing mine and just like painting it red.
I mean, see, that's the thing.
I'll like extend my throat and like push really hard with like some air in my mouth, and then it'll like expand it maybe, and then I can press the beam. It'll be great.
See, I'm also at that point where I'm okay with the fat I have. Because it's kind of a healthy fat. At least for me.
Right.
I mean, I think that's another thing to realize too, is like being super chiseled and stuff doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy, like, in the sense of like actual. Like,
I just want my man boobs to be gone. I need to lift heavy things in a different way.
mm-hmm.
Like, I've got good, my shoulders are pretty defined. Like, I've got that kind of muscle because I use those a lot. But I need to do curls and push-ups and stuff like that. I know.
Just don't forget, don't start like super heavy, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Start like you're gonna get.
What I need to do is go find a place to swim that I can be alone and not in my. So I've got a question. How do I swim in my armor?
Very carefully.
I live in Michigan.
So you're gonna have to do like the Romans did or the Greeks, and you're gonna have to like line
There
it
you
with
go,
cork or
Dirge.
some kind of lighter than air bladder maybe, or find some kind of weird like foam matrix armor.
Get the arm floaties.
No,
Dirge,
I'm
go
trying to
look
be
in
serious. I want to
the
go
language.
to the beach.
No, I'm not joking with you.
I live
Like,
right
so-
there, but I don't want to get. I wear a bracer everywhere, and I don't know if I could. Like, if I went to the beach in body armor, they'd look at me real weird, and somebody'd call the cops. So,
I mean, it's also like, can you swim in your body armor? Right? Like, let's face it, that's not easy.
the one that
I think the
want,
breaststroke
yes.
would be the best form to use.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, how can I do? Does anybody have any armor ideas that
Only historically speaking,
be
I gave them
ruined?
both. Yeah. Like I said, like there was like the Greek or Roman detachment that used a shellac and canvas armor with cork lining, and that basically gave them all the protection, but all the floatiness they could ever want.
Yep.
I know in certain training manuals they teach you how to make like turn your poncho and a bunch of sticks you weave together into a bit of a boat.
Yep.
I mean, you ain't swimming, and I don't know about body armor. Like, in my opinion, you're probably trying to ditch it, or you might have, like I said, like a lighter than air bladder or something like that, or like a air bladder of some sort to help mitigate weight.
As far as body armor, I would only go swimming in Safe Life.
Remember, Kando, you gave me this
Armor.
power.
Because they their armor, their hyperline armor is neutrally buoyant. You can actually swim in it. It floats.
No.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh God, no! And he's here. Oh no, he's here. No.
Who
Okay.
Lannis joined?
Lannis, you were 2 seconds late. Kadali just did it.
And is pinned too.
Do you have a link for that company? Because that's actually really crazy.
Yeah, I will DM you.
I'm in British Columbia. There's like I mean in Canada also we have the largest amount of freshwater bodies, be it rivers, lakes, and so on.
My pin I didn't realize pins had timers on them. I know that now.
Neutrally buoyant armor is an amazing idea.
Yeah, it's It's a special polyethylene blend that they have.
Okay. I'll have to take a look. I wager it's probably have it like some kind of like tightly packed.
Dirge, have you seen my post in the language channel yet?
Oh no, I was going to, and then squirrel.
I
Talking
did
about
your translation
grammar.
for you with
Sounds really
pronunciation.
good.
Which one's the language channel again?
Mandor Mondoa.
I'm gonna let you try and say that.
Does anyone want to take a stab at that before I do it?
Oh God, no! Have at it.
Yeah,
Meg
please.
courier garbuir bad meg nari kesh narir.
Woo!
No, you didn't say it right. You're supposed to say it with
Meg
the
courier
accent.
garbuir bad meg nari kesh narir. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
He puts down the cookies.
My daddy's a butcher.
Hey, Kando Firebug is in the chat now, and she
Yes,
just did one word and lost. Firebug, you're a little too
Everyone.
late. I had that pinned in the
Everyone.
chat for like 2 minutes ago.
That's great.
I did
And
it,
here's
and then
the thing.
Landis almost immediately joins in and says it, and then you just did it too.
This one right here gets me every day.
I just see who you moved the picture over. It's me. It's not every day. You know, I don't
And
get off
here-
work till 11:30, so you're usually
Cadus,
not even on
Cadus,
when...
I called it.
What?
Landis started. I called it.
Nice. Oh yeah, we definitely are, Firebug. We're definitely on a streak of making him lose.
Okay, so I said earlier that Lannis and Firebug would join, and after they say I lost the game, they're going to start in with the Rickroll, and you never disappoint. You're predictable, but you never disappoint.
He did call that, by the way.
He did.
Mm.
I really wanted to mess with you guys there and be like, "What's a Rickroll?"
Yeah, that was like a half hour,
I know what
almost
a
an
Rickroll
hour
is.
ago, though,
I
that
know what
he
a
said
Rickroll
that.
is. Just so we're all clear.
Y'all are slow on the
I'm
uptake.
not tempted.
There you go, Dirge. I sent that to you.
Oh, heck yeah! I'm gonna get a special one. Like never. Hooray!
Jer,
Pakistan.
you're 5 minutes too early, man. Is that just everyone for me now? Everyone just tell me I lost the game?
Mm-hmm.
In 5 minutes it is.
And we all talked about it, and we all knew that this was going to happen. We just didn't tell you.
No, I knew it was gonna happen. I just, it just happens.
We have a quota
There's
to
no
meet
stopping
here.
it.
Right.
Now, we do have to be careful on Kando's side. Twitch, I won't get it, but we can actually get a bullying notification on his TikTok if we're not careful.
Yes, you can. But
I
honestly,
actually
it's
made
not
him
bullying.
get that the other
It's
day,
just,
so...
It's not so much bullying. It's just why everyone
They
taking
love
their
you.
time out of their day just to
Just a message you lost the game, yes.
yes. And I hope I got all of you with that message. I told you I would get you. I know I got Kadale.
Yeah, you got me on that one. That was a good one.
That was the good one. It got me.
They
was
hooked you with a
genuinely
really good
involved
video.
in it.
And I don't think Landis or Firebug have seen it yet, so don't ruin it for them.
I'm not saying which one because I know I've sent you guys several. You gotta watch them all. There are some good ones though. I did send some cute ones and some interesting ones. And some
have you been watching those
ones.
cat videos I've sent you?
Yes, and I love the cat videos.
Trying to get back onto track here. I just thought of it myself.
What's up?
Well, with training your body and mind, right? Um, is anybody training with like their triggers or their calls?
Not as much as I should be.
Yeah.
But I have also
go
had
just
a
about
lot of
every
back
2
training.
weeks and go into the range.
So,
I try to go
what kind
every
of drills are
Saturday
you
or
doing?
every Sunday.
Are you just like, are you doing a particular set of things, or are you just kind of like blinking, or?
I plank, I do reloading drills, I will take snap caps and mix those in to my magazines. Like I'll put 3 to 7 rounds in to a magazine anywhere and throw a snap cap in there to where I've got to clear a malfunction.
I was about to ask what a snap cap was. That was the first time I'm hearing that of that kind of thing.
Snap caps, they are dummy rounds.
Okay.
So
So you
it's
don't
just
mess up
a
your firing point.
right.
Like,
It won't mess up your firing pin when your
Right.
firing pin hits. It's got a little rubber
Basically a
or
blank,
plastic
but
bit.
without the powder.
Yeah. So they're reusable. You just throw them in your mag at a random point. Mix up your mags so you don't know where they are,
Or have a
and put them
loved
in your
one
vest.
load your mags for you.
Yeah, or have somebody else do it. But I don't trust anybody to load my mags, so.
No,
Are you
I'm
doing
good.
any
not
like
wrong.
team and dynamic training with your firearms? So like say like off the side of a wall, 2 up, 2 down, like so 2 where you're standing and 2 while you're like crouched.
No, I just have flat range, unfortunately. So I'm limited to reload drills and stuff like that. But I do have 100-yard flat range, so I at least get to go out that far.
Yeah. Well, I was just more being like, are you always like, or like, okay, so here's another one. Like, which stance do you like? Do you prefer the soft release? And I can't remember the other guy's name, like the one that's named after him.
I'm old, so my shooting style is old. My
What's the-
I still have elbow in closer to
Make yourself a small target.
yeah, your
Right word.
elbow in, hand closer to a magazine well. Yeah,
I got
I
you.
don't know what stance that's called. That's just how I was taught.
I'm sure there's many stances, but like as far as I know, it's kind of like 2 predominant ones that people use. One is like named after some guy I don't know. I
Right.
can't remember his name. And the other one is the air quotes isosceles because you can kind of make yourself a triangle. Because if you got a big plate, you just take it on the plate.
And are y'all having fun over there?
Tiny target.
what?
Are y'all having fun over there?
Of course, this is all like a Canadian's knowledge, so what the hell do I know about this stuff? Like,
Right.
just asking questions. more
My
than anything.
uncle was a drill instructor in the army for
It hasn't been 10 minutes yet,
Right.
Lannis.
oh
Cool.
god, 20. He put in his full 20. So he was a drill instructor for I want to say 10 of that. So he taught all of us how to, shoot and properly maintain our weapons and all that. I was really lucky to have that.
No doubt. That is worth its weight in platinum.
Yeah. And then my maternal grandfather took me out. He was the first one to teach me how to shoot. And that I was like 6. Just aim down here, put it in between, and aim at the squirrels. Kill the chipmunks that are in that keep getting into the garden. So he's had me out at about 50 yards at 6 with a single shot shotgun or a single shot 22 with rat shot in it. And I sat there for an afternoon killing chipmunks, just having a blast. And then Mom found out and was not happy. It's not like Grandpa was like supervising or anything. He'd kind of come out out of the house every once in a while and check on me, make sure I hadn't shot myself yet. But yeah, no, there was a baseball game on. He wanted me out of the house.
Like my grandpa in hockey.
Yeah, I think the Cubs were playing that day.
Yeah.
But
Myself, I'll be starting up doing some knife drills again.
yeah, you're
I
getting
don't
your dummy
think my
knife then,
apartment
right?
complex want me throwing knives
Yeah.
in my walls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Although I'm kind of like half wondering what the neighbors are gonna think. But I really don't care, to be honest.
Fuck
Yeah, but so that'll be kind of fun. Although I have to go and find some like go to the dollar store and pick up a bunch of like either really cheap lipstick or find some like cheap grease paint. And I gotta find a sparring partner.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The reason why you do that is that you line the edges of your training weapons, and then you know when you've made contact and where.
Here we go.
Actually, that's going to be a fun thing. Is trying to find like a sparring partner. Probably end up having to join. I'm going to have to end up joining like some format of like formal fight training.
Yeah.
Then the real exercise happens.
Might I suggest
Get
prob?
some whips. I've heard that's a good way
Yeah.
to get arm strength.
Mm. I don't know about- I'm too irresponsible to have whips. Well, at least, yeah. Anyway, we won't go there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start with some of the baser like attacks that I know again, and try and refine them. And just work on my form, but to the best that I remember. And if that doesn't seem to be working as well, I'm just like I said, gonna go get some training. I don't know.
Alright, so I think now would be a good time to go ahead and start wrapping this up, as at least for the main hour of podcasting. We've still got the after hours to come.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to thank everybody who has joined in, both on Twitch, Discord, and Kando. Thank you for streaming on TikTok for us.
Always.
Even if Lannis, Dank, and Firebug, their main mission is just to make you lose the game and get rickrolled.
That's not Dank, that's Dang. Did you not
It says
see
Dank.
how his name's spelled? Dang Ferrick Derrick.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't say dang. I said dank.
Sound like you said dang.
No, I did not say the G at the end. So, thank you everyone for tuning in to the Way of the Mandalore podcast for the religious movement. Feel free to hit the QR code that we've got. Dang Ferrick. Yeah. No, I wasn't saying dang Ferrick. I was saying dank Ferrick. Hit the QR code. Kando, I think you said you've got it in your yeah. Well, what he's pointing at. QR code up at the top right above his camera. That will take you to the Faith's it'll take you to our Discord, all of our socials, pretty much. Our TikTok, our Instagram. I believe my Twitch stream is posted on there. If not, I'll get it added on there. The both Facebook pages for the Armorers Guild and the Faith's page is on there. Go check us out. Feel free to join us in the Discord. There is an interview process, but that's just to weed out the problem children, for the lack of a better term, and the bots. People who are only out to cause trouble, and the bots. So it's the only thing that process
There's
is for.
a lot of them when you think about it.
There really is. I'm glad that we have the process to keep out the bots, because otherwise spirits know how much spam we'd be getting in here.
And Derek, that was bots, not androids. Or
Not
astromechs.
clankers.
The automatons.
The chat speaking binary.
Right. So yeah, feel free to check us out on there. See if it's something you might be interested in joining, or even in just tuning into the podcast every 2 weeks. Sorry. Then we've also got Talon Royut's podcast over a cup of Cov, which he'll do every 2 weeks, but it's on the alternating weeks where we don't do the podcast.
Basically, there's a podcast every week.
Yep. Now, whether it's one that lasts like 20 minutes or 2 hours, that's where you want to be sure which one you're tuning in on.
Dealer's choice.
Yep. So I have been your host, Kadale Kebor, Ibik Roni. This is the way.
Ibikuruni?
Ibik Rumi.
Nimbiguruni.